Max here in the studio, and I'm working on the medieval castle, and I'm expanding it. So I got impatient and I started working on it, and I just wanted to show a little bit of my build process before I get into showing every expansion that I've done. So when I'm making something a little bit larger, I like to try to keep to the Lego design that was originally done. So normally I don't have a full set sitting here to go off of. I just kind of reference pictures and go back and forth on trying to get the build done. But I have so many extra parts that I can kind of do that right now. So this would normally not be sitting here. It would just be this and then book and then trying to make it larger. Uh, but you can kind of see a little bit of the difference. What I want to do. I think in a previous video I said I was going to take the water out, which I've done. And I went back and forth between doing like a stone look out front, but I wanted more of a green, luscious land. This is a nicer castle city, so went with the green there. Still tried to keep the path and maybe the sand or the dirt color inside of the castle area, which we've kind of done on these other ones over here. So it'll kind of go together. But some of the outside is going to be green, and we're going to put some flowers and stuff around to try to give it a little bit of life. So that's just a little bit of the build process, and I know I'm going to have some issues right here. This is where I'm starting to figure out what to do, because under here has some studs on the side type build, and it's just going to be interesting trying to work that in. We also have our gate mechanism here. I'm probably going to have to put some sort of extender through there to make that long enough. You can kind of see back here. And this right here, this is the most annoying thing. You have to pull this up to get the gate down. I'm going to take that out. I don't need that, but I do like the function of the gate. And if I do need it, I'll put it back in, but it's probably going to come out of there. So that'll be something that I'll have to work the numbers on and re-engineer that to see if I can get this working gate. Because I do like the gate, I'm sorry, the drawbridge. I'd like to put a gate in there, but we're just gonna go with the drawbridge for now. And I might put a moat out here, kind of here on the edge. I got a couple of the blue pieces left, so that's it for now. And I'm gonna get back to building and try to get this house here, bigger house on top. So I'm gonna get back to it. All right, so still working on the castle, and I want to show how I changed out the gear mechanism on the main castle that they did here. So this is it's a stop for the gate, or the drawbridge to not go down. I keep calling it a gate. I don't know why, but it's a drawbridge for it to not to go down. So over here is what I did. Just took the gear off, and I put 3 of these on instead of the one, and then we just added another one of these in here. I kind of wanted to try to move this down and center it up, but I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. And I'm really trying to use the pieces that are included with the set. So if you guys are looking for ways to kind of expand this, you can still use what you have. Because I was going to do some bushings here, some spacers, and use that, but we will put those back and do it this way. So that's how we did that. Also on the Lego set, there's a little gap right here, and this just bugs me. There's no purpose for structure or anything like that, but I like mine kind of cleaned up, so I filled mine in. So it's a little wider. I used a 1x6 under there, so it just gives a little bit of a cleaner look. So that's what we did there for our drawbridge, and hopefully the chain will still reach down to there. It should connect down there, but we'll get to that in a second, and we'll keep building. All right, moving right along with the little house here above the main drawbridge. just wanted to show you. I'm doing 3s here, and on this build here, they have it's 2 wide, 1, 2, and since mine's being expanded, I could put a 2 here and a 1. So we have plenty of 1s and 2s are over here. 2s, we got some 2s left. It's 1 by 2 bricks, and I could do that, but it's not going to give it as clean a look as I could. So just to show you that you can do this build with the bricks that you have, but I just want to make mine look prettier. Something that I think could have done a little bit better from Lego, and this is, they do still stuff like this. I don't know why, but they do. This here, it spins, and it's pretty. I like things in a nice, neat way, and I'll come in and this thing will be sitting like that. It'll be sitting like that, and that just happens. So in some extra parts that I have, I just took a Technic axle hole 1 by 2 brick, put that there. Now doesn't spin like the other one. Easy peasy. And I don't know why Lego can't put this 1 brick in when they only put, I think there's only, yeah, they put this 1 tan brick in there, which is not even yellow. And they make yellow ones. I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't make or put a yellow one in there to kind of go. So I'm getting off with my camera there. But it's just something that bothers me about Lego, why they do that. And then not only do they have to add another piece in for this blue piece to go back there. And I don't know. But those are little nitpicky things that I look at that I'm like, you could have taken 1 part instead of 2 parts that don't even go with your build. And this piece, there's only, I got 4 of these sets. There's only 3 of these over here. So there's only 4. So there's no extra parts in this that they use this somewhere else in the build. Now, if they use this somewhere else in the build, fine. That's great. But they didn't. So that was just a little upgrade that I did for mine to make it sit a little bit better. And I'm going to get back to building. Well, I messed up. So I put these 3s on here, which I liked. But my windows don't line up with what I want to do here. So these guys are going to come off. We're going to put these guys on. We're going to do a 4 and do it that way. This is where I like building. I could do this in a computer program and go through it, but I feel like I learn better doing this type of building where, you know, hands-on and making mistakes. I learn better by making mistakes. So that's just one of my mistakes tonight, but easy fix. We'll switch it out and get back to building. All right, changed a couple things out. 3s went to 4s. Got our 2 windows in. This I want to be modular. So this is tiled and has our connectors there. So in this build, these arches sit here, and if we put all this together, the whole section would have to come off at once. So what I'm going to do is these arches here, I'm going to set them down here and have that roof set, and all this here is separate. That way our tower can still be modular. We can take it off and kids will be able to get down here fairly easy and set some troops or something in there, or whatever they want to do. So that's what we're going to do with that. So going to get back to building. All right, so we're coming up to building the roof section, and we're in a problem. And that problem is we don't have the parts to get this span across for the roof section. So we do have a 4x10 here, and I went with a 4x4 to complete that span. This isn't included in the set. So this is from my own inventory and what I'm going to have to use. So if you're going to do this wide, I probably went a little bit too wide than what I should, but I wanted to use these plates like this down there. So that's how it got that wide. You could go maybe 2 studs thinner, and you could use one of these. And we got a 2x6 there. That wouldn't cut it very well. So you're gonna have to improvise a little bit on how you would do this expansion for your roof. Might have to order some parts for that, but I was really hoping to get an expansion all done with the parts within the set, but this roof is gonna cause our problem here at the top. But I'm using a 4x4, and that'll get me to where I need to be. So I'm gonna get back to building. All right, so we're done getting our Drawbridge Gatehouse finished, and it's almost done. One thing that I have to do is fix this wall back here. So I do have it to where it rotates out. So if I want the walls to go this way, then go that way. Or if I want to go this way, then go that way. However, I didn't make it long enough. It does not line up well with, other builds here. So when that sits there, it just doesn't line up. If I want to go this way, it worked just fine. So we could do it that way, but I want the option for both there. So I will take and add on 3 studs to here, and but I'm not doing that today. For now, this is done, and here is both of them. This is the original minus, there's no water here in the front. What else did I do to this? On this one over here, so we have this rock mossy formation here. So I believe this tower is built on this kind of like rock area. This one over here is more to the ground. So on this side I did tower. I didn't do any rocks. I'm going to switch this when I do my keep. I'm going to use these for the base of the keep and make it like it's built on higher ground, essentially. And also to kind of give it a little bit more height for everything else. So the plan is to do these around the 4 corners, fill in some rock in the middle, and then use these towers. I like these towers. I'm going to use these for each corner. So that's the plan for the keep. And this particular build, I changed a couple things out on it, so you can't really see it, but down here we have I use some brackets rather than using the bricks, the studs to go across here. I use brackets to get myself all the way across, which push these out further, closer to me, closer to the camera, and I had to use a 1x3 here tile to go across. So you can see there's a little space here. I filled in here with this plate to kind of give it a cleaner look going across. So if I put something back there, this gets really tight and it doesn't flow as nicely. So on this one, there is no plate here, and the chain with everything kind of nicely set up here. So we have this tile that's coming out. It's a 2x2. The chain still flows nicely through here. If I put this plate here, it kind of gives it that tight fit again. So one way or the other, I'm losing or gaining something, which is okay. I like this look better. I like this cleaner reddish brown plates going across rather than a little choppiness here. You got some yellow just hanging off there, and I didn't like that. So I had him spinning. So that's our gatehouse, and I'm gonna build a little like pad over here to where the drawbridge will sit on, because I wanted this to come out level. I did not want it angled down, and it came out perfect the way I wanted it. So we'll have some slopes back here. If a horse comes in, wagon, something like that, it'll have a nice little slope going down. and we'll have something out here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm thinking something more round, like a round mound type deal. So we'll see. But that came out the way I wanted. Don't like the slope, like it straight. So that's old version, new version, and it came out very well. You can do this whole build with probably 2 sets, maybe one, but 2 sets, with the exception of this. Once you get to this roof section, you got to figure out what you're doing with that, which would be it's a small parts order. It's 1, 2, or 3 parts. I got a 1x3 up here that I switched out, but really, that's not a big deal. So 2 sets will get you all the tiles across here. I mean, I've got tons of these already still, but that'll get you that. So I'm going to finish this up, get this wall here, and then I'll get every section that we've expanded so far and get them together. I do believe I've got to work on this guy a little bit to get him fixed. I like these clips, so I'm going to add a clip in here. That's the only one to do this. The windmill's been taken off, and you'll get to see what I did with that here shortly once we get everything uploaded. But this is just going to be a wall section. Like it. And this here, I don't know what to do with this. This water is still perplexing me on which way it's going to go. I like the tower. I like the flag. But it is not functional for what I want to do. Might take it down. I don't know. We'll see. Might just build a straight wall out of it and use the blue for some water. Want to put some water down through here, like a little moat. So we'll see. Might reuse them. But we're going to get back to more building. Hey, Max here. We're in the studio and we have an update on the medieval castle. We've expanded most of it and it has come together pretty well. It's not quite done yet. I'm going to need to get probably 2 more sets to finish off what I want to do. And then any remaining parts will go to our inventory, which is what we got left here. And I ran out of bricks, but this set offers a lot of good bricks to it, so I really like this one. We'll start over here with some of the figures that I got out, and this is just some Royal Knight stuff that I've had since I was a kid, and then acquired over, I guess, through my 20s, and haven't really gotten any recently, but this is what I got out for the kids to play with. They've already been playing with them, but it's what I used. I had the King Arthur and the 13 Knights of the Round Table, which that's that group back here. And had a fun little story with them, and the kids are picking up on it too. So these are all my Royal Knight stuff that I have. And I've got just a box of extra weapons and stuff that I'll get them out for the kids also, but that's just these for now. What we're going to take a look at, though, is the castle and what I've done expanding that. And I've done this all with 4 sets. The Drawbridge, Gatehouse area for the main entrance. The only thing that I did was I expanded the house that goes over the drawbridge and then made the drawbridge wider. Kind of reconfigured the water here in the front for the moat, and changed out some of the landscape. This corner tower here had a rock formation down here in this bottom section. So I switched that out and kind of gave it a more clean look for the whole gatehouse to kind of be symmetrical. That's something that I like. So I moved that rock formation back to the castle keep, and it's back there, and it runs along that whole back wall, which I can't get to it right now, but it's there. So this, since we're here, this will be the castle keep, and that's as far as I've gotten on to it, and I've just run out of parts. So it'll sit there for now, and I've got some plans for it, and it's coming together kind of nicely. So far, what's done is that bottom there's a treasure room and then the dungeon. That's what I've got so far. This over here
is the, I guess, little house for the blacksmith. He's got his water wheel there to help with his making of weapons and pots and pans, things like that for the town as they need them. But I really made this house too big. I feel like it doesn't fit this space, but I don't. If I keep it any smaller, I can't get everything in there that I want. So it's just it just ended up being what it is. So it did get kind of big and ostentatious, but easier for the kids to play with. And there's our excuse me. There's the blacksmith, and he's got a couple of shops set up there, and just getting his work on for the day. This corner over here, we kept, I think, pretty much the same, if I remember correctly. I didn't make any changes in that corner. I really like that tower. I'm probably going to do another tower like this on the other side. I just don't have the parts for it yet. This bakery type building was on this side of the wall originally. It was on the outside of the wall. So I moved that to the inside and just kind of reconfigured the wall to match the rest of it. And then that connects to the keep. And then on the other side here, this is where the windmill used to be, and I just felt that it was too low to the ground, and I didn't really like it. So I took that and moved it to the tall tower here, and we made the windmill part a little bit bigger. We added 2 studs to it. So this is where our gap is, and I wanted to rebuild this section here. And this, it kind of just worked out nicely where this is a 10 studs through here that we just got to fill in. So it's not terrible, but with the 10 studs, then I need to fix this here so it'll make it 10 plus another 8, I do believe. And it'll come together nicely. I really like that water there, but it's just not cohesive to what's going on. So I've got to change that out and get that fixed once I get some more sets. I did like the flags down there, kept those, and then just the tower, which there was a dungeon in the bottom of it. We changed that out. I don't know if we can see it here. I'll try to flip this rock up here. Put a mill down in there. It's not functioning, but it is there just to try to make it a little bit more realistic. But we did put the grinder down there and a couple of features to make it look more like a mill. We put a regular door on the back of it, which I don't know if we can see it or not, but it is there. Down there. So that's the mill from this angle there. And we closed it off. There's no openings to it anymore. It's all just a tower. Really, there's no space to get down into it. It is modular in a way. I forget where I made it modular, but it is modular. Here we are. Get down there. This is the main gate, and I think saw a ghost. Kids put a ghost in there, and they like finding my stuff that I got laying around and hiding it in different places. So this whole section, this is modular too. This will all come off. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get it off. One, that comes off, and then I do believe this whole section comes off. And then you can see if we can see the mill a little bit better. There it is. So that's just how I did that. And I did that with the parts except for those handles. Those bar handles there. So I used those from my inventory to make that. Probably could have with the parts that I had, but that's what I went with. I cleaned it up a little bit. So that's the medieval castle. 4 sets. That's everything that we got out of it. And I don't think that's too bad for everything we had. And we got a lot of parts left over that we'll be able to use from other stuff. Some extra castle figures there that we'll use as bad guys or good guys or allies and villains and all that sort of stuff. So I've got more someplace else, just gotta find them. But that's the castle. Came together nicely. Still got some more work to do on it. But that's everything expanded for now. We'll catch you guys later.